Jello bro, you stupid motherfucker. Man, why are you shoplifting in China? Okay, one is okay, you do something stupid. Three, that's planned. Why are you planning on shoplifting in China? Now look at you. You're suspended 10 games, and you're lucky that it's not more. You're lucky that LeVar is your father. Are there anyone else would have got expelled? Well, you know what? This is kind of why people root against the Ball family. It's because they say stupid things and do stupid things, and they have that entitled attitude. Well, all of them, and then their little ball in the family freaking documentary or reality show, whatever you want to call it, kind of shows that even with Lonzo. And I wonder what's going on with Tina. I'm glad that Tina doesn't talk LeVar. Every word out of her mouth would be shut up, shut up, shut up if she could talk. You know what? That's the thing with Jello. You know what? You go to UCLA. You're in China. You're not only representing your family's name because your brother's a Los Angeles Laker. Your father has his own brand. You're representing UCLA. So that they always teach you in principles when you're a kindergartner is don't do something stupid. You're representing the school. Well, doing something stupid like this is something that kindergartners would be talked about, and you're pulling this at 19, 20, however old you are. Anyways, his Jello. I was hoping for him. I was rooting for him. I was. Because I wanted him to prove his dad wrong and prove that he's a better player than his dad thinks he is. You know? And I'm hoping LeVar doesn't make an ass out of himself and try and talk to the freaking athletic director, Steve Altman, in UCLA. Because that's a battle he's going to lose. Because you were able to bully your way at Chino Hills and at your AAU games. You're not going to be able to do that with the NCAA. They don't give a shit about who you are. Same thing with the NBA, with LeVar talking about how Lonzo needs to play more in the fourth. He plays more minutes than any NBA rookie besides for Ben Simmons. And the most fourth quarter minutes besides Ben Simmons of all NBA rookies. He's just not playing that well. He's very indecisive and everything. Maybe part of it's the fact that, his dad painted a target on his back with his self-promotions. That was the one thing that made LeVar sort of likable to some people, is the fact that he seemed to care about his kids. He seemed to really care about his kids. And that's kind of being taken away from him now, because it seems like he loves himself in the limelight a little more than he loves his kids. Yeah, I'm going that far. It seems like that. So, I like Lonzo and a lot. I think he's going to be a great player. He's just not playing that good right now, and I knew he wasn't going to be that good coming out of the gates. Most people are rooting against him because of his dad. That's just my thing with him. As a basketball fan, if you were taken by my hometown team, the Chicago Bulls, who I'm currently not following much, just because, you look at the record, you'll know why. Hey, you know what? If Lonzo was playing for the Bulls, I'd want him to shut up. Personally, because we've had enough of family members intervening with Derrick Rose's brothers telling him what to do and everything. I'm only comparing Derrick Rose and Lonzo in a certain perspective, not because of the family members, it's because of something else. Just the fact that neither of them are very good shooters or defenders. That's why I compare them. Lonzo not being an efficient shooter. You have to be a semi-efficient shooter in today's NBA to make it as a point guard. Russell Westbrook's not the world's greatest shooter, but he's just good enough. Same with John Wall. Oh, that's... not everyone's as good of a shooter at the point guard position as Steph Curry or Isaiah Thomas, but... yeah, you don't really have to be. You just have to be a semi-efficient shooter to make it today. And a good ball handler, driver, and leader. Lonzo has shown none of those qualities as a player yet. his shot's a little weird. You want, and people are comparing him to Jason Kidd. You want, this is not the NBA that Jason Kidd was a superstar in. Maybe not a superstar, but a star in. And I'm rooting for the kid. I am, because I just think it's unfair that they have to get it in the ass because their dad won't shut the hell up. That's what I don't like. Like, I'll admit I reacted badly when LeVar said he was better than Michael Jordan and that his son was already better than Steph Curry and everything. Look, we all knew that he was full of shit. Shit is just still utterly annoying when it comes out of his mouth. Him giving his kid a Lambo, his youngest a Lambo and a signature shoe at 16. How come you were so confident about your kids the whole time? Why didn't you give Lonzo his own shoe when you were 16? Because honestly, I don't think Lonzo's his pride and joy. I think Melo is. He even said on Ball in the Family that he think that Melo would turn out to be the best out of all the three Ball brothers. I don't agree with that. You like Melo so much just because he's a younger, dumber version of you. I'm surprised that yellow dye in his hair hasn't melted his brains away yet. His Melo is really dumb. By really dumb, I mean fucking stupid. I went to college, and everything, and I like to think I'm an educated individual. I'm still going to college to get my degree, but even I, with a little bit of college, I'm still smarter than that motherfucker. You know what? But, and I just don't like the way LeVar acts sometimes. People always act like, oh, LeVar doesn't like women. You know what? Okay. Like LeVar claimed on his show that, like, oh, people are saying, oh, LeVar don't like women. Women's like, that's an untrue fact about me. Well, with that incident with the ref in your AAU league, would you have reacted the same way if that was a man? So we don't know, because we'll never find out. And would you have had her replaced? Who else would have the authority to do something like that? Just because you're semi-famous, or well-known, let's say. You had the ability to do that. And the way he treated Christine Leahy on the Herd with Colin Cowherd was horrible. And Colin Cowherd says that he didn't stop the interview because he didn't want to prove LeVar right and that he didn't want to discredit Christine. And now give Christine credit. She kept on pushing at him, asking those tough questions, and he didn't like it. Like, I'm convinced that if his wife could talk, she would be telling every word out of her mouth when he talked would be shut up. I guarantee it. And we knew all his bogus claims weren't going to come true. It's just kind of fun watching them not come true, in a way, in my opinion. Well, besides for Lonzo. I was rooting for Jello too, but I hope Lonzo and Melo. Jello and Melo both fail. No, I think they're going to end up playing in China. Probably not the NBA, though. Because, he's pissed because he wouldn't let coach at Chino Hills wouldn't let Melo shoot more, so that's why he took him out and started homeschooling him. I'm not questioning his aspect as a parent at all. Everyone's allowed to raise their kids how they see fit. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. What I do have a problem with is that, let's be honest with ourselves, he's not going to be learning anything. I had a friend, my friend's brother in high school. He told me how his kid brother was homeschooling. He flat out was on the road with me. He's like, yo, man, he's not even learning anything. He's sitting on his ass playing video games, getting fat. Because I hadn't seen his little brother in a while, and he said that he's gained a lot of weight and everything, and he's not even learning shit. Their mom wasn't even teaching him anything. And that's just with a regular, ordinary citizen. What do you think an entitled-ass kid like LaMelo's gonna do? Not having to go to school. LeVar probably didn't teach him anything. They're just playing basketball all the time. Which, if he breaks a leg or something, which I'm not hoping for, despite not really caring for Melo, I think he's the most annoying out of the Ball family, even more than LeVar. He's gonna be fucked. He's gonna be fucked because no team, and he gets a career-ending injury. he's gonna be fucked because he didn't pay attention in school. And that's just the thing. I saw this article when Melo got pulled out of high school. It's like Kendall and Kylie Jenner didn't need the high school experience, so Melo shouldn't either. Really? That's the motherfucking standards we're going up to nowadays? Fucking Kardashians? Really? Fuck. Man, I don't understand why. People are always mix the Kardashians and sports together, which that's a whole nother conversation, so I'm going to leave it at that. Stats on that speak for themselves. And just with Melo, he needs to really work on his game, tune his dad out, do less ball in the family bullshit, and focus on his game. And maybe get some mentors, which he could have had already, but LeVar's ass wouldn't shut the fuck up. Talking about, because Kobe, who's one of the greatest players of all time, one of the greatest Los Angeles Lakers of all time, offered to mentor him. LeVar turned him down. So did two-time MVP Steve Nash. He's like, saying how Steve Nash can't teach his kid anything. Here's the thing, LeVar. You did a okay job raising your kids. I'm not going to dispute that. Because up until recently, there's been, despite the Melo being kind of annoying and entitled, they've had no incidents until the latest incident with Jello. And I've seen him coaching his AAU team. LeVar is not a good basketball coach. Just because you raise your kids and they happen to be good athletes doesn't make you a basketball coach or coach of any kind. You know what? That's just how it is. You're not a basketball coach. So quit playing yourself. So that's just how I feel about LeVar. And for all the big baller or followers who don't like what I had to say here, I don't really care. For one, and for two, you don't have to follow me or like my video or even watch it. You can feel free to click the stop button anytime you want, because unless you're retarded, you know how to click the stop button. The only thing I'm going to mention about LeVar too is in that family is just that's what I think he needs to do. What he needs to do. What's been going on with Melo and not Melo, Lonzo with the Lakers. LeVar saying how he needs to play more in the fourth. I guarantee you Lonzo thought that. He's not going to say anything because he's very soft-spoken. That's one of the things I like about the guy. He's probably said something to LeVar, and LeVar probably said something. But Luke Walton's job is to coach that team, not just Lonzo. And you had a problem with your high school coach because he wouldn't do exactly what you want and wanted him to kiss your butt. But anyway, that's what I got to say. I'm going to be making videos about sports, video games, and other stuff. So if you hit that like and follow and keep it up. Peace out.